Hello everyone, this is Chandra from the Department of Information Science and Engineering in summer semester from the College of Engineering, Venkateshwara College of Engineering. So today we are discussing the subject called as Big Data Analytics, which means BDA, with the topic called as Data Integration Hadoops. So no more late, let's go to the topic. Data integration in Hadoop refers to the process of importing and transferring or loading the data from various external sources into the Hadoop ecosystem. Hadoop is a framework designed for the distributed store and processing the large volumes of data across a culture of com- computers. The data integration involves the getting the raw data from the different origins, such as the database, logs, sensors, and the social media or the other sources into the Hadoop storage layer. Hadoop Distribution File System HDFS or other components like HB, HBase or HIVE or other data processing frameworks within the Hadoop ecosystem. So the primary goals of data integration in the Hadoop is make diverse data available for storage, analysis, and processing, enabling organization to derive the valuable insights and also to make the data drive decision and the various methods and tools and the both batches and the real or use of the data integration, such as the tolerable different data sources or formats or integration requirements. These methods ensure the efficient and the reliable movements of the data and the Hadoop for the subsequent analysis and the transformation and the utilization and the various analysis. So when come to the point of methods of Hadoop, one is like Hadoop command line and the second one is Hadoop streaming and third one is Apache scope and the fourth one is Flume and the fifth one is Apache Kafka, and the sixth one is Apache NIFI. So NIFI. So the second, when come to the point of Hadoop streaming, the Hello is the execution of the scripts, for example Python, Perl, and the Bash to process and ingest data directly into the Hadoop, and the third one is a put scope was specifically designed for the transferring the bulk data between the Hadoop and the structured data stored like relational databases like MySQL and the Oracle. So Flum is like a distributed and the reliable and the configurable tool for the collecting and aggregating and the moving a large amount of log data efficiently into the Hadoop. Apache Kafka, a distributed event stream platform often used for real-time data integration. It collects and publishes large volume of the data streams into Hadoop. The sixth one is Apache NIFI, so integrated data logistics platform used for automatic the movement of data system. It supports for the real-time data ingestion and the distribution. So when come to the point of seventh is Adobe Disk CP, so which means the distributed copy, used for the inter or intra-cluster data transfer, enabling the efficient copying for the large amount of data between Hadoop clusters. The eighth one is Hadoop direct access methods and web HDFS and the Hadoop APIs. So APIs are the direct access methods that allows the program and the applications to interact with the Hadoop for the data ingestion, enabling the customer ingestions and the workflows. So the ninth one is the customer scripts or ETL process. So organization might develop custom and scripts for or also use the ETL, which means extract, transform, load tools to ingest data by orchestration and the extraction, transforming, and loading of the data into Hadoop. And the 10th one is third-party integration tools. The various commercial tools and the platform integ- integrate with Hadoop and offering user-friendly interface and functionalities for the data ingression from the diverse sources. So this the method vary in the terms of this capabilities and scalability and the efficiency of the scalability for the different types of data and the ingestions requirements. Organization often chooses the or combinations of methods of based on the factors such as the data volume and the velocity and the sufficient and the specific use case of hand. So big big data ingation. So approaches like processing the style and the batch ingation collects the process of the data in the to predict define or the predefined intervals or the batches such as the hourly or daily or the weekly or the data size like typically handles a large volume of the data in the single processing unit. For example, the tools like Scope and the Hadoop command line and the Hadoop disk CP or ETL processes and see speed and the latency. Where they come to the latency, the highly latency data is collected and the processed at the scheduled intervals and the speed is generally slower than compared and to real-time and engagement and due to the batch of processing nature. So use cases like analysis suitable for the scenarios where the near real-time analytics critical and the processing pattern is effective for the task and the requirements comprehensive data processing and the like large scale analytic or the historical data analytics complexity is set up. The complexity may be simpler to set up the manage and the compare the real-time system due to the nature of the batch processing. So when come to the point of real-time data engagement approaches like processing the style and real-time engagement deals with a continuous stream of the data processing data almost instantly at the arrays and the data sizes handles the continuous streams of the smallest data volumes of in the real. For example, tools of approaches Kafka and the approaches Napa and Storm and the Flume with a Gulf channel. The speed and the latency is the low latency of the data processing the almost instantly upon arrival. So speed is the faster immediate processing and the response of the data streams. So use cases like implement insights and the high throughput. So when come to the part of insights, immediate insights, ideal for applications require the immediate insights from the data streams. So high throughput suits the scenarios demanding high throughput and the low latency processing unlike real-time analytics or monitoring the system. So comparison of the system has latency in latency throughput use cases and the complexity, whereas the batches integration is highly latency and the while the real-time is integration as low latency. Throughput is the batch processing handling large volume of a single batch and while real-time engagement details with the continuous data streams. So use cases is batch from the no non-real-time critical analysis, while the real-time is immediately insights and high throughput applications, and the complexity is real-time system are the typically more complexity set up due to the continuous data managed follows. Choosing between the batches and the real-time engagement develop depends on the specific project requirements and including the needs of immediate insights, data volume, and the data velocity, and which data needs the to be a process. Often it's a combination of both the methods and might be employed catered diverse data processing